Oh, we got a box. And what was in the box? A new draw tight hitch. So this is a 41001. We'll see how this goes in. I'm hoping there's some instructions. I know we're gonna have to drill some holes, but other than that, I hope it fits. So this says 600 pounds tongue load. In essence, I always lay out the hardware like this. I like to count them out, make sure I got 6 of everything. But in essence, this says drill a bunch of holes and bolt it up, torque to 75 foot-pounds, and Bob's your uncle. So what's interesting, 53 pounds. And no doubt, this thing is, she's a beefy girl. Side note about why did I pick this model? Well, these are formed from the outside in, and because I got a gas tank under here, I think it's going to wrap around just perfect, miss everything, and yeah, we'll find out shortly. First I used this back hole, and I felt like the end was out too far over here. So what I did was I came back here, measured backwards, and said, this hole, I'll just make it bigger. That will line up with this, and then we will re-drill the front, and I got to drill the back anyway, so yeah, that's a plan of record. Not happy about this. So I went with the back hole. I don't like how this lines up right above here. While this is super nice and flush, I really like that look. I think I need to move the hole back one hole and use that one. Everything will just line up so much better, and I'll have more than friggin' hair between the tank and the hitch. So this is not my first hitch. I got one of these a long time ago. Now you take one of these and thread this over the bolt, and then you can thread this through to the hole and just pull it down through until it drops in the hole. Simple as that. Makes this far easier because gas tank's in the way. This is awful hard to get to. First step is getting it in the hole. Second step will be trying to tighten it up afterwards, but one step at a time. And there you go. Just pull it on right through. Just like that. Pull it on right through. Boop. That's how it lines up, the way I got it set, and that's how it bolts in right there. Oops, there's that one. Right down the middle. Yeah. She's tight to the tank, but I think it looks pretty good. So driving the blue truck today, I decided that I didn't like the throw of the gas pedal. So what are we going to do? Chop this off, add in some portion of bolt, which happens to be the same diameter, and presto changeo, the ratio will be different and better. Presto changeo, if you got an old piece of angle iron, all I did was clamp it in there. There you go, there you go. Little stuff to hold it in place. Weld that up, paint it black, shove it back in the car. All right, little time with the buzz box. Boop, done. I was out of black paint, so I decided to make it out of aluminum. And there's that extended rod. Ignore the caterpillar spring. We won't talk about that. And there's the aluminum gas pedal. Boop boop. Well, it's that kind of day. Oh, he stalled it. That kind of day. That kind of day. We're moving stuff around because I'm going to try to put Sportrider in the back of Jonathan's truck, the way it was meant to be. Normally I wouldn't show everyone my pile of junk, but yeah, some future projects in here. Gah, oh well. Come on, you can do it. Come on, get on there. Won't even try. There's a past project of awesomeness. He's slightly bigger now. Little air in the tires. Well, we're not going to video this, but we're just going to try to man heave this in. We'll see. Well, there she is. That looks pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. That thing looks awesome. It's a test drive. I think it's gonna work. Oh no, he didn't. Boy, in his Sportrider. All right, so 1,000 miles. It's not falling out of there yet. I found my vice grips. So we were putting gas in here, and you can see that witness mark of gas maybe coming over the top. Not sure why, but I think we should just pull the gas tank down. Unfortunately, it's pretty full. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh man, really had to go. Right. Well, while the tank's draining, one thing to note, when I put this hitch in, I did make just enough room to get those bolts out. So they're tight, but this will work. Thankfully, a touch of foresight, because I was going to mount it tighter to the gas tank, making the tank almost impossible to remove. So I thought that was pretty good. And I like how this lines up when the hitch ball's out. Okay, now I'm videoing. Leak is definitely caused by this gasket completely self-destructing, and the fuel gauge was probably caused because it's full of fluid and probably just sitting on the bottom. So, two things to fix, but at least the tank's out. Whew. All right, send the unit back in. We did ohm it out just to make sure that it was working properly. Put in with a cork gasket and a new float. Yeah, let's get the tank back up in the hole. Taking out old Blue for a rip, and we have fuel gauge. Yay! We also have blue dice. Corinne, I blame you for this. Alright, there you go. Looks pretty sharp. We did both sides, checked all the lifters. 2 push rods on this side were too long. Swapped them out with push rods that Shane gave me from an engine that he took apart. So thanks, Shane. And yeah, sounds pretty good. Running smooth. It's one of those nights when you got a flat tire, man. So popping it apart, old times. I don't really want to work on this, but gotta get back on the road. I think heavy hands and heavy bodies have put a little bit of a warp through here. So we're gonna take a bracket and pinch it in there. I got this, I have this angle iron, and I made a little mark where it needs to be cut at. My super duper fancy jig, and then we'll rip this down the length and then cut it. Rivet it in. Alright, so there we go. Little word to the wise, just clamping along. And I did try to space them so that they're nice and symmetrical. A little sign of workmanship. Nothing fancy here, but 2 reminders. If you take your bed off your truck, when you put it back on, put a little access plug in there so you can disconnect it easy, and make a little pre-wired thing so that way you can plug in a trailer hitch later on. Yeah, trust me. And there you have it. Mission successful. We got lights. I checked the signals. They work good. I think let's hook up the real trailer and head somewhere fun. Well, I'm in here wiring a little adapter plug when I hear the pitter patter of rain. Oh my God, I'm just trying to get the trailer hooked up. It's all ready to go, and it's raining the night before. Good guys. Oh, it's gonna be a cold day. It's raining a little bit, but we are doing a trailer test. We're gonna make it down this gravel road. If it's successful through here, we're driving to Good Guys. Look over here. We made it. It was a little wet. Got Goofy hat on because that's all that's dry. Yeah, look. All three of them. Give me some loving. Give me some loving. I love it. It's gonna be a good day. Gorgeous, gorgeous skies.
She said, "That's awesome."
For the record, this could be the largest mammal that is ridden in my Sprite. It was a great weekend. We had a good time. Everything performed exactly as it should. Roof worked good, trailer worked good. It is basically a rolling cooler. That's all I can ask for. Your standard SUV, Sprite, and a trailer. Yeah, that's why we practice defensive driving, folks. Safety first. Well, there you go. That's another wrap on a Big Glass Garage video. Tow it home with the blue truck.